Guru Margaret, I want to thank the speakers for being here today. It's clear that if you are to overcome the housing crisis, unlocking public investment in housing is absolutely crucial. We can see from the levels of homelessness, including 3,559 homeless children in my city of Dublin, that the market has no conscience, and so the state must step up. So public housing and public land is the most effective way to ensure affordability, security and dignity for families across Europe. If we're serious about solving the housing crisis, bold, sustained public investment is the only way forward. So as we begin the process of preparing a report from this committee, I'd like to know what steps the panel would like to see from the Commission to help unlock more public investment in the area of housing. Obviously, my Irish colleague from the LDA, I'd like to direct that to him, but also I want to ask, in relation to the LDA, for many of us, our vision of the world centres around the issues of rights, whether they are social, housing, environmental or workers' rights. They're all interlinked, and there's a concern that such protections are being undermined under the broad banner of simplification. So I'm troubled reading reports from the Force of Trade Union in Ireland that the LDA is refusing to recognise their staff's trade union by restricting access for union representatives on their premises. And then to read the reply of the spokesperson for the LDA saying there are no industrial relations issues at the LDA. So for an employer in receipt of substantial public funding, that is frankly a troubling comment to make. Workers must have the right to organise and be represented. So I'd like to hear your reply to this. Are the LDA refusing to allow trade union representatives on their premises?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Coleman.
Yeah. The final point, which might be a bit away from the core point of this hearing, I suspect. The LDA hires mainly private people sourced from the private sector, construction professionals, project managers and others. They're all hired on individually negotiated contracts, so there's no collective bargaining. We wouldn't be different from, say, the National Treasury Management Agency or other comparable state bodies. We fully respect the right of employees to be members of trade unions. The approach that we got from Forsa demanded from them, which we have no obligation to do so, demanded that we solely and exclusively appoint that particular trade union as our trade union and that we deduct the subscriptions for that trade union directly from employees' salaries. We weren't willing to take that step. We didn't think it was in the interests of our employees or of the Land Development Agency. In relation to the first question about developing on state lands and other things, absolutely, the focus of our investment is on affordable housing, and it's what we measure to be affordable versus household incomes. So that's our focus. Is there anything else in relation to that first question?